Martin, this is your basic control panel. 12 volt panel, on off switch, which battery you use in leisure or vehicle, pump on and off, and the water in the tank. Now this gauge, these gauges are notoriously inaccurate. You have to keep clean the sensors out within the tank to make them read accurately. I don't know if this reads good or not. So if we want to use the water system, we must pressurize it. That includes the toilet. You just turn the pump switch on, and that's all there is to it. If you're looking at the condition of the batteries, you press that and it gives the condition of the batteries. Okay, you can use it on vehicle battery if your leisure battery goes down, but you'd only do that in emergency because otherwise you wouldn't have anything to start it with. Okay, the gas fire. First of all, you've got to make sure your gas is turned on within the main locker. And to start the fire, or to light the fire, all we do is turn the knob 4 or 5, press down. And I don't know if that picked it up, you could hear it igniting. It clicks before it ignites, that's the igniter sparking away. And once it's lit, you can put on the blower to distribute the air throughout the cabin. This is the dial for the blower. Simple as that. The fire also has an electric heating element in it, and that's turned on by this switch in the rear of the motorhome near the passenger seats. But remember, to use this switch, there is also a switch underneath the seat that must also be turned on to operate that. So if you turn that on and the switch below is not turned on, it's not powered. So it's just a simple matter of selecting 500 watts, 1000 watts or 2000 watts. 2000 watts is going to be your preferred selection, and then the fire automatically turns on, and then you can just turn the fan on or off to distribute the air around the motorhome. To heat the water on gas, we've got a separate boiler switch in the lounge. You can see it's just a simple on off. It's either on gas or it's off. Now remember, when you turn this on, you must take off the flue cover outside the van or it will fault. So take the flue cover off outside the van and then she'll work on gas. One thing to remember when you're using the hot water is to make sure there's water in the hot water tank. To do that, make sure the pump switch is turned on at the control panel. Go to the kitchen tap, put it on a hot setting, turn it on, and if you've got you can hear the pump there. If you've got a continuous flow of water, then you know that the tank is full and it's safe to put the hot water heating on. It's not necessary to worry about water in the boiler if you're just using the heating within the motorhome. Toilet is straightforward. To use the toilet or the flush, the pump has to be turned on, and then it's just simply a matter of trying to do this with one hand, of pressing the blue button, and there she flushes. The blade that blocks off the cassette is opened or closed from here. Okay, now when you take the cassette out, you must have this blade closed or the cassette closed, otherwise you won't be able to take it out. So when you're taking the cassette out, make sure the cassette is not open like that, closed. Okay. Now remember, to drain down the system, that's the boiler. This is in the rear of the van from the inspection hatch outside. You've got a yellow valve. It's in the closed position now. If you're going to drain the boiler, you'd lift that valve upwards so it's in vertical position, and then the boiler would drain. And if you just look to the back there, you can see the switch that turns on the hot water on electric. So when you first prime the system, if you drained it down for winter, once you start using the pump and turning the hot tap on, you will get a lot of air coming out as it bleeds itself. So don't worry about that. Just make sure till you get a continuous flow of of water from the hot setting, and then you know the boiler's full. But that is a drain valve there.